JH6, and I appreciate you guys watching. So in the last couple of days, I've been hearing a lot of talk about this homeless that got shot by the police. So I went to check the video because a lot of people been talking about it, and I got to tell you guys, I was disturbed. I was disturbed with what I saw. Now I'm going to base my opinion on what I'm going to say on the fact that I was in the Marine Corps for almost 12 years and I retired. Also, you know, during my Marine Corps time, I did a lot of, you know, multiple deployments in Iraq and Afghanistan, where I did, you know, protective service detail, things that dealt with securing people, things that dealt with infantry missions. So I'm very familiar when it comes down to, you know, securing a person, you know, shoot, move, and communicate kind of deal. Now, second, I'm going to base my opinion on the fact that I went to a military police school and I work as a police officer for, you know, close to 2 years, where I was a patrol supervisor, meaning that I have people, you know, patrols that work for me, and I make decisions as a supervisor. Now, lastly, and the reason why I'm saying this thing is because I want to make my opinion a little bit, you know, I don't want to be just like a regular guy here on YouTube that is talking and doesn't even have an idea. Lastly, I'm going to tell you guys that if you guys will be watching my videos, I always wear a hoodie. It says non-lethal weapons instructor, meaning that I went to a non-lethal weapons instructor course where I was certified to teach people in non-lethal school, non-lethal tactics. So with that being said, guys, I got to tell you what I saw. I don't know what's going on in that state, but an investigation has to be made, and someone needs to call for an investigation, because what I saw right there, it was a lack of everything. There was no tactics implemented. Now, police officers are trained to be able to deal with a situation, and I gotta tell you guys, if you've been watching my channel, I don't talk bad about police. I don't talk about, because I think a lot of police officers do a great job, and unfortunately, we don't provide them with the budget and the things that they need to be able to do a better job. But then again, what I saw there was pretty disturbing. One of the things that I heard was the fact that they actually used non-lethal tactics, and you know, they threw a flashbang. I got to tell you guys, if you know anything about flashbangs, the purpose why you throw a flashbang is to get that guy out of his place. When the flashbang goes off, that guy will be dizzy. That guy won't be able to move. That guy will be confused. That guy will be, his vision will be blurry. So essentially, it allows you, the operator, the police, the guy, to gain about 3 to 5 seconds maybe, which you could continue with a follow-on tactics. Meaning that if you throw a flashbang, you should continue with something else. You just don't throw a flashbang and just sit there. And that's exactly what happened. They threw a flashbang, and it was a period where nothing happened. And I don't think that was a good tactic at all. Second of all, so essentially what I would have done was throw a flashbang, shoot him with a beanbag, and then secure the suspect. Again, guys, the police job is to protect our society. A lot of people think, if you've been watching my channel, I say that protection is your responsibility, but they're supposed to protect society. They're supposed to enforce law, but they not only protect society, but they also have the responsibility to protect that guy from himself. You know, we pay taxes for these guys to train so they could become experts and do a good job. And that right there was that job, what I saw, to tell you the truth, guy, what I saw was something that maybe kids that play Call of Duty would do. I didn't see anything that professional police officers would have done in any good day. Beanbags. Apparently they deployed beanbags. The video that I saw, and I may be wrong, guys, but the video that I saw, the beanbags were deployed after the guy got shot. So again, guys, the beanbags should have been shot before. And if they shot a couple of beanbags and nothing happened to the guy, they should have shot him again with a beanbag. So now, guys, let me talk about something here that not a lot of people know. Beanbags, even though they are considered non-lethal tactics, there is a safety distance from the fact that you shoot that beanbag to the suspect. If you shoot it, and I'm not going to mention any numbers because I'm not sure what kind of rounds they carry, but if you shoot it at a close range, it's just as well as lethal force. And I don't know what kind of, again, I don't know what kind of beanbags they were shooting, but they were shooting pretty close So knowing that they were shooting pretty close, those beanbags could have been just as lethal as 223. And I want you guys to picture that. If I get a rock and I throw it at a person from here to here, this distance, at 90 miles per hour, most likely it's gonna kill him. But if I picked up this rock and I walk away 50 yards and I throw it at him at 90 miles per hour, it's gonna cause less damage. And that's essentially what a beanbag is. Here's another thing. Apparently the guy was shot because the K9 guy felt threatening. First of all, I'm not really sure why the guy was not holding the dog and holding a pistol. He was just holding the dog. I worked with a lot of K9 handlers in the past in Iraq, you know, Afghanistan, and the police force. He could have done that. But if he didn't do that, let's think about this, guys. That dog was released, and I don't know how they hold the dogs in New Mexico. But I tell you what, dogs are not non-lethal force. When you release a dog, that dog could cause deadly force. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just speaking from my experience. But that dog is not non-lethal force. That dog could kill a person very easy. And if you never had any training or you ever done any operations with dogs, you don't know what I'm talking about. But if you have any experience with dogs, you know exactly what I'm saying. I'm telling you what, guys, those dogs are amazing. They do a great job and they provide great service to law enforcement. As long as a law enforcement officer is utilizing it in the right way, they could definitely cause deadly force and could definitely have killed the guy. So I don't really think the K9 guy was so unarmed. Now, lastly, guy, and this is my last thing. I learned this when I went through a police academy. And in order for you to use deadly force, and I'm not gonna say in order. Let me take that back. Here's like a rule. There should be 3 different things. Should be capability, opportunity, and intent. And let me explain this to you. If I have a machete, if I'm holding a machete, I have the capabilities of causing deadly force to a person. Does that mean that I have the intent or opportunity? Maybe not. The intent means that I want to do it. So now if I have a machete and I want to commit a crime, now I have the capability and I have the intent. But do I have the opportunity? Not yet. But now if I'm here and I have the machete and I have the intent, you know, I have the capability, I have the intent, and the person that I want to cause deadly force is in front of me, I have all 3. Meaning, and I'm going to take it back to this guy. This guy may have had the capability. He had 2 knives, according to what they're reporting. Did he have the intent? I don't think so. He was backing up. When they told him to get down, if you see in the video, he kind of backed up to get down. So I don't think he had the intent. But most definitely, he had the opportunity to do it. I don't think he had the opportunity because it was a knife. He wasn't close enough to the police officers to do it. So definitely, he had the capability, but he had no opportunity. If he would have had a firearm, a pistol, would have been different. Because he would have had the capabilities and the opportunity because he could shoot a pistol and hit a person, but he had a knife, so it's totally different. I don't know what happened in this situation, guys. I tell you what, I think someone needs to call for an investigation because what happened here doesn't look right to me. And I was shocked when I saw it. What happened in this video that I'm gonna put below, it doesn't look right to me. That guy was killed, and to tell you the truth, it doesn't look like the police did a good job, in my opinion. I cannot tell you how many calls I went, and a person will curse me out, you know, straight out cursing at us. And our job is to not escalate the situation, is bring it down. Now, I'm not saying that police officers should take any people screaming out there, and no. You know, they teach you to ask, to tell them, and then make them. But what happened here was deadly force was utilized, and again, doesn't look like the guy had the intent or opportunity to do it, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. And let me know if you're aware of this situation, and let me know what you guys think. Watch the video and put some comments below, because I gotta tell you guys, I was pretty disturbed watching this video. With that being said, please like, share, and subscribe, and God is in control.